Hell, hasn't it? Again, I'm really sorry. I'm very remiss in my duties to entertain you and bring you great stamping ideas and card making ideas. And I'm really sorry that I've been away for a while. I haven't really been away. I've just been not doing anything, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I have a lot to tell you about, a lot. So I wanted to start out this way. First of all, the library, the Warnersville Library, and I had an agreement before COVID ever happened that I was going to start doing some classes down there for library patrons and for any of my customers that chose to come. And it sounded like such a great idea. It was going to be the first Wednesday of the month. At noon, I was going to have one class from 12 to 2, and then a second one for people who work during the day to come, I think that was 5:30 to 7:30. And, you know, you don't have to be there the whole 2 hours. You could come a little later, you could come a little earlier, whatever worked. But we had this all worked out, and then everything shut down, and I never did. It was like the week before I was supposed to do the first class that went by the wayside. Well, the other day I put on Facebook, and guess what? It says Nettie P Stamping at the library in May, and nobody contacted me, so I'm not real sure if that happened by accident and it's not really going to happen, or if the library is reopening. I don't know. So I will let you know as soon as I find out what exactly is going on. But what I decided to do in the meantime is try a little new thing with a Facebook Live. Now, I haven't done any lives. I've only done videos like this. I'm going to try a live. So starting next week, Wednesday at noon, I will be on Facebook Live. And for those of you who can't join me at noon, it will be there. You'll be able to go in and catch it. Again, you just won't be able to send me a question and get an answer right away. But when I'm doing the live, hopefully if you are watching and you have questions while I'm doing things, you'll be able to ask the questions in the comments, and I'll see them and be able to answer them, hopefully. So we'll see how that works. So starting next Wednesday at noon, and next Wednesday is going to be April 21st. So I will see you then. It will be on the Nettie P Stamping Facebook page. That's where I'll be live. So, okay, there's that. Also, there's a new catalog coming out. It's going to be live the 3rd of May. And I can't show it to you on the inside, but I can show you the cover. It's pretty. It's very pretty. It's the annual catalog, and every year when Stampin' Up! Comes out with a new annual catalog, they also come up with new in colors, and they retire old ones. So the ones, oh, you know, I'm really bad about these years. This is 21. So that was 20, and it was 19 to 21. That one is being retired. That was Pretty Peacock, Terracotta Tile, Seaside Spray, Rococo Rose, and Purple Posy. So I did put something out in email, and I put something out on Facebook that if there's anything you need in any of those colors, get it quick, because it's going to be gone end of April. When it's gone, it's gone. There will be no more. So they've come out with 5 new in colors to take the place of those. And of course, I have samples, but you know what? I saw these online and I thought, they're not that great. And then I got them and I pulled them out of the package and went, wow, they are pretty. So I just want to quick show you, and I'm showing you a sample of the, you know, just a piece of the cardstock. And I don't think you're going to get a real good idea from this, but I just want to show it to you. This is Fresh Freesia. It's like a pinkish purple. It's a very pretty shade. Polished pink. Now, you may think this looks a lot like the Magenta Madness from the last year's In Colors, but it's not. The Magenta Madness is a deeper, deeper pink. This is a pretty pink. My favorite, Pale Papaya. This is kind of a peachy color, but I can see it. I can see it in the camera that I'm looking at right now, and it doesn't look near as neat as it looks in person. You got to see this stuff up close. Soft Succulent. This is like a pale green. And Evening Evergreen, which this is a gorgeous one too. You know, this one you might think, well, that looks like the other greens that are out. There's a couple other greens, Shaded Spruce, Garden Green, Mossy Meadow, but you know what? It's not like any of them. It's a very deep, deep, rich green. It's really pretty. And of course they have ribbons to go with all 5 of them. The sheer, let me just quick show you. This is the, Fresh Freesia. This is what the ribbon looks like. It's pretty. Okay, so they have this in every color. All of the In Colors, the same style of ribbon, same type of ribbon. They have, of course, some sparkly gems, you know, lots of glitz and glimmer and stuff. And there's In Color paper, designer series paper, which I don't have yet to show you. And some really cool new stamp sets and bundles and things that you can get in the new catalog that use those colors. And I'm very pleased with those colors. I really, really like them. I like them a lot better than the ones that they came out with last year. Sorry, I guess I'm not supposed to say that, but I do. I really like them. So, with the new catalog and everything, I am doing catalog kickoff parties. If anyone's interested in booking a party between now and mid-May, say May 15th, you get in touch with me. You can have the party anytime up until, say, the middle of June. So get in touch with me to book a party. The hostess will get an extra $10 credit toward a purchase from the new catalog. That's coming from me. And I will also give a $10 credit to the host for every party that's booked at your party. I will have prizes, and let me tell you, I have tons and tons of prizes for the people that show up at your parties, people that bring guests, people that bring anybody who has never stamped before. I have got prizes. I have been collecting prizes all year since we've been under quarantine. I always did this before. I would get prizes for the parties, and I would have door prizes and things like that. But I mean, I've been collecting these prizes, and I'm going to get new ones. So I don't want to keep stockpiling them. So I want to give them away. So, hey, get in touch with me. We will have a party, and your friends will come, and everybody will have fun. And they'll all get to take cards home, because at my parties, you make at least 2 cards. Everybody that comes makes at least 2 cards, and they can take them with them. And they'll, you know, it'll always be new cards from new products that are out. And I try to keep it kind of easy, because I know I have some beginners that are there. So let me know if you're interested. Give me a date and a time. I am all into social distancing. I have gotten my vaccines, the first and second one, and it's been more than 2 weeks, so I'm good with that, but I still want to do the social distancing. I still think people should wear masks, and I'm perfectly respectful of anything that you as the host want to do under those guidelines. Just, you know, let me know. I'm easy to get along with that. Today I just want to do a real quick and real easy card. I show you something that this has actually been around. This came out in the MIDI catalog. And I thought it was one of the best things I've ever seen. At first I wasn't too sure, but after I used it, I loved it. It's called Many Messages. It comes as a bundle, has all of these messages, and so many times you don't have enough messages for your cards. Well, here you go, all these messages. And it's all one big stamp. Look at this. Look at that. Everything's on one stamp, so you can see it. All the messages, one stamp, just like that. Okay? And then the bundle has a die with it. One big die. Isn't that cool? Now you're going to look at that and say, really? Why do I need that? But these things sit, you stamp this on a piece of paper, you put your die right over it on the paper, cut it out, and next thing you know, you've got all these labels. And it's, I don't even know how many. I didn't even count them. But what I did is I got myself a little bait box. I think that's what this is. And I cut them all out and I stuck them in here. And they say very cool things like, you know, happy anniversary, just a card to say hello, sending happy thoughts. So happy to celebrate these moments with you. Of course, there's some happy birthday ones. Thank you. It just has so many different things, and I really like these, and that's what we're going to use today. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. A lot of things have been discontinued. They're retiring. A lot of things out of the mini catalog and out of the old catalog. This particular set is coming back. This is coming back in the annual catalog, and there's another message stamp with different messages on it. So I'm going to grab that one as soon as I can. And so I'll have two different sets of messages. But I'm sure you've seen the retiring list, and I'm sure you know that the retiring list is only good until the 30th of April. So if there's anything on that list that you absolutely can't live without, grab it quick. Designer Series paper, for the most part, all of the Designer Series paper that's in this annual catalog is retiring. The only one, there's one that's sticking around, and that is, I forget what it's called, Textures. It's the one with the textures, and that's staying. All the other ones are going away. So what I had decided to do this time for this this little video is I'm using the Art Gallery paper. That's the pretty flowers that are painted. This particular set, Art Gallery, is the stamp set. Of course, there are dies that go with it. They are still going to be in the new catalog, but the Designer Series paper is not. So I'm trying to use some of mine up. So I'm going to flip the camera down. And I know I've been swimming in and out of this picture. Sorry about that. But I'm flipping the camera down now. And hopefully you'll be able to see everything that's going on. It looks like it. And this is going to be really quick and easy. And here's why. What we're going to do, we're going to use the note cards and envelopes. Now, you can get these in a package. It's like $7 or $8. Gosh, I should have had this for you before I started talking, but let me just quick see if I can find it. Note cards and envelopes. Page 136. Yes. $7 in a pack. 20 cards, 20 envelopes. They're 5 by 3.5. Okay, 20 cards, 20 envelopes, $7. These are so cool to have around for real quick cards, and I'm going to show you why. What I have done is I have cut. Now, you don't have to do this part, but I did it anyway. I cut matte paper at 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. Okay, in a couple of colors. I used Bumblebee, And I used Mossy Meadow. And then I actually just turned one of these colors around and did the other side in that same size, 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, because that just fits on the card front real nice. Then I took some of the Pretty Designer Series paper and cut that 3 by 4 1/2. So basically what I have here is a 1/4 inch smaller than the card for the mat, and another 1/4 inch smaller for the Designer Series paper. And then all you have to do is take your note card, fold it in half, because they come like this. So you just fold them in half, embellish them with your bone folder, take a piece of your mount cardstock, glue it on the front. And here's something that I was thinking of would be a nice little thing to do, is make these up as a gift for someone, because they're so easy. They're so easy to do. You can do them facing this way or this way. And you just take any one of these that you like and glue it on. Heck, if you want, you could stick some ribbon on there or stick some gems on it. I am going to take some linen thread. Well, we'll get to that in a second. But I'm going to take one of these, one of my sayings. Just says, sending happy thoughts. When you're cutting your cardstock, save the little pieces that are left and just cut one of them. Like so. How I like to do these is I like to put it over toward the edge and then flag the end. Flag the end, cut it in the middle, and then go corner to the cut. Like so. And I got that a little too far. Well, for Pete's sake, these are usually pretty easy to do, okay? Glue that one down. Whoops. Stick the even side there, like that. Grab a dimensional. And stick that on there. And then take your linen thread, make a quick bow. Bows are easy with this stuff, I think. You can get fancy with the linen thread. You can make them, you know, swirl them around or whatever, but to keep it quick and easy, I'm trying to do this as simple as I can, because I want to tell you that my thought is do these. Now you have, see, isn't that pretty and so easy? What I would also do is I would take a piece of your same color, a piece of white, and do the inside also 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. and put that inside and cut a piece of your designer paper to use for pretty on the inside. You could stamp if you wanted to. You could use your art gallery stamp set if you have it and stamp something on the inside. You can pretty up the envelopes, do it however you want to do it, but my suggestion is this. After you have your cards together, don't put the messages, don't attach the messages. Instead, punch out a whole bunch of these messages. Make like maybe 6 cards, different colors, different styles like this. And then take your messages, take 6 different messages. Take a happy birthday, celebrate these moments, oh, happy day, sending happy thoughts. Just send like 6 or 8 of these different things. Put your dimensionals on the back of them, but don't peel it off, okay? So they're not sticky. And just set them in top. So the person who receives this gift can then take this card and put their own message on the front. And the inside, you're going to have a little strip of paper, which I'm going to do that real quick. I hate talking about it and then I don't do it. So I'm going to do it now. I usually cut those about a 1/2 inch. And it's a 1/2 inch by 4 3/4. And glue it down inside here. And then glue the whole thing down in here. And it's ready to go. And I just think that this would make a very neat little gift. If you have some of our mini paper pumpkin boxes, you could actually put it all together in one of those and decorate the outside of the box using this paper. Maybe I'll do that in the future at a class just so you can see what I'm talking about. But for now, I'm going to sign off because I gave you a ton of information. And I hope that you will join me next Wednesday, April 21st at noon for Facebook Live. Till then, happy stamping.